Hello and welcome back to RC House, and today we're going to be putting on the front and rear diff on the Arrma Kraton V6 EXB. But like I stated before, we're going to be putting the BXL V6 version on, just for the simple fact I don't like aluminum on aluminum on aluminum. So I will be putting the V6 BXL on instead of the V6 EXB, along with the shock towers and the control arms. So let's get started. Let's move this out the way. So we're gonna start with the back diff. We're gonna assemble it off the chassis. Once we assemble it, we're gonna place it on the chassis. And I noticed that the back diff, looking on the exploded version, has a rubber piece, while the front diff doesn't. I don't know if you can see it very well. But we're gonna assemble the shock tower, the arm, and a little stabilizing bar. Let's get to it. Now that we got it all mounted up, now it's time for the control arms. I had to change tools to these. Almost stripped out this, but let's continue. After a long fight off camera, finally got the diffs on. I also mounted this, the brace. So let's get it mounted to the chassis. Skip plate. Now that we got the rear diff put on, looking all pretty, nice and flush, we will be putting on the front diff, but we're gonna assemble it off camera. It's pretty much the same as the rear, but once we get it all assembled, we will be putting it on. Now that we got it all assembled, put together, all loose ends tied together, it is looking beautiful. I did tighten up a few loose ends off camera. I tightened down the grub screws to hold the sway bar, and I also tightened down the sway bar linkage. I also did the same on the back, and I also placed the top camber links on the rear. And we will be putting on the rear wing today, and we will be putting on the steering linkage also today, but we will be mounting that off the chassis, putting it on the front diff, and then mounting it onto the chassis. So let's get started. Let's move this out the way, and let's get started on this front linkage and get it all connected to the front diff. All done. Time to mount it to the chassis. Now it's time for the front bumper. Now let's flip it over, put on the front control arms and the rear wing. as I tighten down the last screw. This video will be done. This truck is complete until we receive more parts. Thank you guys for tuning into my channel. Make sure you like and subscribe and stay tuned for future videos. Thank you.